Okay, this podcast is going to be on percents. P-R-C-E-N-T. And the focus here is just going to be what does it mean? For example, let me jump to this website here. Here it looks like we're seeing that Barack Obama got about 52.9% of the popular vote. If you look over here on the right, got about 52.9% of the popular vote. What does that mean? 52.9%. What does that mean? Okay, what it means on average is that if you took a good random sample of 100 voters, then approximately 53 of those voters would have voted for President Obama. Okay? That again, that percent breaks things down into out of 100. 52.9% means out of about every 100 on average, 53 people voted for Barack Obama. Okay? Let's look at another one. Third page. Oh, yeah. So, page, I like having the page black. So let's look at another one over here. Some silly percentages. I don't know if these are true or not, but it's interesting. It says more than 50% of people in the world have never made or received a phone call. What does that mean? 50% have never made or received I before E except after C. Oops, should be E. Oops. Hold on. Received a phone call. Remember, this is not Americans. This is people in the world. So, I don't know that that number is true or not, but it's just a silly little fact I found on the website there. But that means out of 100 people, this implies out of 100 randomly selected humans, and it must be a good random sample. I mean, if we just picked Americans, we'd probably find that most of us have received or made a phone call. But you know, globally, if we could randomly select 100 people, so out of 100 random selected people, approximately 50 will not have ever made or received a phone call. I before E except after C. Interesting number. Okay? Let's go look at one more. Let me edit. I should just jump to a new page. No. Edit, clear page. Let's see if I see one more here that's interesting. Only 55% of all Americans know the sun is a star. That's interesting. So 55%. Again, I don't know that this is true. Sounds interesting though. 55% of all Americans. Oops, I should capitalize Americans. All Americans. How do they say it? 55% of all Americans know that the sun is a star. Know that the sun is a star. Alright, that's going to leave that that means that if we randomly chose 100 Americans, we can't go to a college campus and get 100 college kids. They're going to know that the sun is a star. We just randomly chose 100 Americans, okay, we would know about 55 out of that 100, and it's going to change. It's going to be a little less than 55, sometimes a little more than 55, other times dead on 55, sometimes about 55 out of 100 know the sun is a star. Now the alarming fact there, how many out of that 100 don't know that the sun is a star? Well, it's going to be the remaining 45% don't know. Again, I just found this on a website. It sounds like a fun, interesting thing to talk about. So this may or may not be true. I don't know, but we're interested in the percent business. So if this is true, that would mean that out of 100 randomly selected Americans, about 45 out of that 100 don't know. Don't know the sun is a star. Okay? So again, percentages we can always think of that breaks it down into segments of 100. All right, and that will conclude this video on an introduction to percentages.